Ejumeye, inabeye, miaro, enyo, miaro, obrei, inabebo, miaro, enyo, miaro,
Asemi besini kwemba miara.
Asemi, miaro,
Besini kwemba miara.
inabebo,
Ejumeye besini kwemba miara. Obrei besini kwemba miara.
miaro, enyo, miaro,
Asemi besini kwemba miara.
Asemi, miaro,
Besini kwemba
inabebo,
Obrei besini kwemba miara.
Good evening, all cherished listeners. Welcome to Disability Focus. And this is your humble servant, Sampson Dzivor, and I am your host for tonight's edition of the Disability Focus Show. You can also call me Sampson the Strongman. And today too will be a wonderful show. Just join in. If you just tune into Disability Radio with the Bay 98.3 FM, just stick to this station to learn more on everything related to issues on disability. This program is funded by the Special Education Student Association, and if you have been following this show for the last 3-4 weeks, you really realize that we have had great individuals and personnel and resource people on the show on areas of disabilities and resources that are actually within our university campus here. But on today's show, we are going a little more better, a little more into the concern of students and teachers and other individuals or persons of interest, especially all level 300 students, to be specific, to those from the Department of Special Education. This is for you. Please tune in to get more, because next semester or next year, level 400, you will be going on internship. However, what are the realities of going on internship? In many instances, we do not get a chance to know the experiences that are with us in practicing the theories that we learn in the classroom or on campus. But here we are. We have a gentleman here and then a lady in our mix on today's show to share their experiences that they have had during their internship period within some of the special school in the Winnipeg Township. So stay tuned and learn more. So this show is live on Facebook, so you can tune in or just search Radio Winnipeg 98.3 FM and then get on the live session to get a feel of what is going on inside the studio. Also, you can visit the university website, and on the homepage you can just have the Radio Winnipeg. You click or tap on it and then get the view of what is actually going on. Phone lines will be open at a time, and then if you have comments, any additions, you will have it and all will be read here on the show. To do the discussion today, I have a gentleman known as James Owusu, and then a lady known as Beatrice Techiwa in our mix. Welcome, lady and gentlemen, to Disability Focus Show.
Thank you.
So once again, if you guys tune in, this is Radio Winnipeg 98.3 FM, and you are listening to the show Disability Focus. And the topic to be digested is the realities of teaching persons with disabilities. And we have 2 interns from 2 special schools. I'm very sure they will be mentioning them where they are coming from very soon, and some of the experiences that they have over there. First, let me go to James. Hello, James. Welcome once again.
Thank you, Sampson.
Okay, so you are an intern, right?
Yes, of course I'm intern.
Yeah, from which special school, please?
I'm intern from the Reverend Father John Special Unit.
Okay, Reverend Father John Special Unit. And then we have Beatrice.
Yes.
You are also an intern, right?
Yes, please.
Okay. From which school?
Don Bosco Girls Primary School.
Okay. Welcome once again.
Thank you.
Here we have most of the times when we are from level 100, level 200, level 300, we learn a lot, especially if you are in the Department of Special Education, on disability issues and others. What are the differences that you've noted from what you've learned in class and then what you are really practicing at the various special schools that you are? So let Beatrice go first.
Okay. When I was in class, I thought the work would be very easy.
Oh, okay.
But going into the work,
Mhm.
I realized that it wasn't as I thought.
The opposite. what, what makes you like? What makes you like?
And sometimes, when you get to the class
Mm-hmm.
and you are prepared to teach your learners,
Mm-hmm.
they will tell you, Madam, today we won't learn. We are not ready for you.
Oh.
What do you have to do?
But I learned that should be so easy because.
You have to ask their interest, what they want to do.
Oh, okay.
Then they will tell you what you want to do.
And that's a challenge, right?
Yes, you will engage them to do it.
Okay, we'll get that into details. For me, I was looking at, oh, I want to teach and you don't want to learn. I'm free, right?
Oh no, me, I get worried.
Okay, don't worry. We will go into the why that makes it very difficult. Hello, James. Can you share your experience on what just Beatrice said?
Well, come again, I don't get you. You said
Yeah, I want to know, when we were in school, we used to learn a lot of theories, but here you are practicing it as an intern. What are the difference between what you learned and what you are really practicing?
oh, okay. Thank you for that. When we were in school, like things were based on theories. But when
Okay.
you get into the classroom, it's not like that. There is a vast difference, very vast difference. Because when we were in lecture halls, they will be lecturing us, going here and there. We were thinking it's just a mere teaching.
Okay.
But Samson, it's not easy. It's not easy. It's not easy. It's not easy. at all.
People are saying it's not easy.
Yeah, of course, it's not
So, Charlie, if you are level 300 student, start preparing. No, internship is not easy. Oh. These are coming from the horse's mouth, so with immediate experiences, because you are all level 400 and we know that in every level 400 first semester you should go on an internship. It's good, but let's go deeper. Okay,
Okay.
let's try to see what makes it like difficult. Is it the environment? Is it the people? But before we go there, let me come to Father John's Special Unit.
Okay.
How many individuals with disability do you have?
Okay. For Reverend Father John Special Unit, I have seen 5 disabilities.
Or 5 categories of disability?
that I
But
have discovered.
so, the number, what will be the approximate?
Oh, like almost 11.
11.
11, yes.
Oh, okay. Who are regular?
Okay. Regular, I think 3.
3.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So, with those there, what are some of the types of disabilities that you can see when you visit Reverend Father John's Special Unit?
Oh, okay. Thank you. These are the types. We have one guy who is with cerebral palsy.
Okay, cerebral palsy.
We have multiple disabilities.
Oh, okay.
We have behavior disorder.
Okay.
One guy with Down syndrome
Okay.
and speech disorder.
Okay. Speech. Okay.
Yeah.
And then you have really take an accurate note of them.
Yeah. Because it's not easy. It's not
Oh,
easy.
okay.
Yeah, you need
It's
to-
like you have been there for a very long, like many years, and the way you are spelling it out. So, cerebral palsy, autism, multiple disabilities, language and speech disorders. Yeah. So let me come to Don Bosco Girls Primary School.
Okay.
What of the disabilities that have come around?
At least 4. Yes.
4.
4.
Oh, okay.
Down syndrome,
Down syndrome.
autism,
Mm-hmm.
cerebral palsy, and intellectual disability.
Oh, okay. Now let's go into one of them. But
Okay.
let me see. With this group of individuals,
Mm-hmm.
Down syndrome, CP, intellectual disability, speech and language, which of the categories of disability are very difficult to deal with in your experiences?
Okay. To me, the autism.
Autism.
Yes.
James, which one is very tough for you?
For instance, the one which is experiencing loss of speech.
Loss of speech.
Yeah.
Because of communication issues.
Communication problem is very, very, very difficult.
Oh, okay. But and then which one is the easiest, James?
Okay, for instance, the easiest is the one with cerebral palsy.
Cerebral palsy is the
Yeah.
easiest, and then Beatrice.
Me too.
Oh, okay. So it looks like CP are on the top on the list. But it's not easy. So how long have you been in your various special units? How long? Beatrice, how long have you been
Okay,
there?
at least 2 or 3 months now.
Oh, 2 or 3. Okay. And then James, the same.
Yeah, almost 3 months.
Oh, okay. And you've gathered all these experiences. So let me go this. What has one like a difficult challenge like this one there is very challenging that you've come across so far? Beatrice.
Okay, like I said earlier,
Mm-hmm.
that as a teacher, you have prepared yourself to teach your learners,
Okay.
and you get to the class, they will tell you they are not ready for you. All that you have to do is to ask their interest, so that
Oh.
you can help them to better form.
You've prepared like waste a lot of time.
You have
Prepared,
your time,
everything
your
is
lesson
there.
notes, everything.
But they won't learn.
No,
Why?
they say they're not ready.
They are not ready.
Yes.
So what do you do at such
Okay.
instance?
So sometimes I ask their interest, and some will say, "Madam, I want to learn." The majority of them will say, "Madam, I want to play." So what we do is I'll suggest, then let's listen to story.
Oh, okay.
Then they will bring their mind to me, and then I will start to explain them advice. I will give them some advice. Then we start with the story.
So in that story, you like teach or something like that in the process, or purely other stories?
You know, I will talk about stories which will help them,
Oh, okay.
so that they can get the concept of what I want to teach them. I'll not teach. I'll bring it in the story for them to listen to what. But it will be like, for me, for them it's a story, but for me, I'm teaching them.
So what you are going to teach, you put it in
I'll
a
put it in
story
the story
form.
for them.
Oh, okay. And then you catch their attention and you are
Yes,
able
I've
to
got
do.
all the attention to me.
Hey, are all like teaching what do you call it? Teaching topics. Are all of them like possibly okay to put them into stories?
Not all.
How come?
Some you can put it in a song and action.
Oh,
Then
okay.
we sing, then we dance. They will think we are singing and dancing, not knowing that they are learning.
I'll come back to you.
Okay.
Hello, James.
Hey, Samson.
I hope you are there.
I'm there. I'm very there.
So if you just tune in, this is Disability Focus on Radio Winnie Bay 98.3 FM, and you are listening to the show Disability Focus, and Sampson Dzivor is your host, and we are on the topic of the realities of teaching persons with disabilities. We have 2 interns in our mix who are sharing their experiences, actually real and fresh experiences from the various special schools within the Winneba Township. So one from James is from Father John Special School, and then we have Beatrice Yatechiwa from the Don Bosco Girl Primary School. James, I was just coming to you.
Okay.
During your 3 months or up to 3 months internship program at the Father John Special School unit, what is the most difficult challenge that you come across so far?
Well, I can't remember. I was teaching a lesson that was creative art. I fully prepared, settled, well.
Like everything is perfect.
Okay. You begin the lesson,
And then
when the lesson was about to start, one guy stood up. And he said, "Say, I don't feel like learning creative art.
you don't feel like learning
You
creative
don't feel
art.
like learning creative art." So they all stood up and said, "Yes sir, yes sir, yes sir, yes sir. We will not learn. We will learn."
Just because the one person has caused the chaos,
Yes.
everyone is also not learning
Learning
anymore.
it. She is suffering from a behavior disorder.
Oh, okay.
So when I was standing there watching them, she was even just insulting me.
Hey,
So as a teacher, as a regular school teacher, what are you going to do?
so how did you cope with that challenge?
So I just stood there for about 2 minutes, and
But before that, how did you feel?
like I just stood there for about 2 minutes. Then they all calmed down. Then I asked them, "So what do you want us to do?" Then they all said, "We want to dance. We want to dance." Then I said, "Well, okay." So I just get to the resource room, then come out with a Bluetooth,
Okay.
connect it with my phone. The moment I start playing the music,
Pum pum
Samson, come and see,
pum pum.
dancing, whole lot. The class were very enjoyable.
Hey.
But one thing is, you need to give them song like that will relate to lesson,
Oh, okay.
not just a mere song.
So we are not jamming and
Popping there, no,
You are not popping in
you are
the
not
class.
popping there. So meaning the lesson that you plan to teach
Mm-hmm.
is now out of content.
So, which means that if you plan a lesson, a single lesson, you need to put it in a way that when the kids refuse to learn like in a normal way, then you need to prepare yourself on how you can put it in a music form,
Yeah.
in a drama form,
Yes.
in
Yes.
a play form,
Yes.
or in a song.
Yeah. 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 So
How easy is that? Putting a single lesson in these various forms.
Okay. As for me, a typical scenario is I wanted to teach them sound.
Sound. Okay.
Alphabetical from A to D,
Okay.
and they told me they are not ready.
Whoa.
So I told them we have to sing and dance.
Mm-hmm.
So I draw the letter and I attach it with an object.
Okay.
So immediately I start with an action. So when I start, and I mentioned they have the with an action, I said they should all come gather. We should
Okay.
all stand up
And
and
then
let us do the action. So when I start, then they will answer. When I start, from then I get all the attention, and the lesson goes successful.
James,
Oh,
anything?
Samson.
Yeah.
yeah, I for instance get to a day I was teaching ships.
Okay.
Yeah, they were not ready. So I plan it in a rhyme way. So I just called them to stand up. Then I started by singing, "I am a circle, I'm a circle, I go round and round and round. I have one size, I'm a circle, I'm a circle." So you see, based on this, they are singing.
Mm-hmm.
They think it's just a mere song,
Oh, okay.
but it's a lesson.
I've never heard this song before.
Eh, I'm a
Like-
square,
like-
I'm a square.
Hey, we are having people, musicians here. so let me ask this: is it that you create these songs when there is issues like this, then or you have already prepared before you come in? Because coming up with the song, I'm guessing you need to like practice over time and see how simplistic it will be for these learners to be able to follow and then enjoy the rhyme and everything. How difficult is it? Is that?
It's not easy. But one thing you should put in mind as a special educator, you need to be creative.
Okay.
You need to be creative, because you will plan a single lesson, but you get there and everything will turn
Upside down.
Upside down. So you need to create. So I, for instance, when I get there to teach the ship, there's nothing like rhyming.
Okay.
By the moment they stood up and they were just, behaving, we will not, and
Yeah.
I need to rhyme it.
So listeners, this is a reality that we are talking about. This is not like something that we are creating. Teaching individual with disabilities is not an easy task at all, and you can really understand from the concept that this my fellow panelists are saying. Your ability to be creative just in the middle of seconds, minutes, is not an easy task. So if you're a level 300 student and you are from the Department of Special Education, this is the opportunity to see what is await for you and your abilities to be creative at any moment at all. This is because of the conditions of these individuals and their various disabilities. But let's come back. Let me come back to my panelists again. I know that there are challenges. However, there are successes too. And you have been there for 3 months, so you possibly have something very, very good for us on the show today. So Beatrice, I want to ask this. What are some of the achievements or something touchy that you would like to share with us so far that you have experienced at the Don Bosco Girls Primary School?
One day, in a course of a lesson,
Okay.
I was teaching them shapes.
Mm-hmm.
So I asked them to identify what was on the board that I've drawn.
Okay.
To my surprise, an autism child who always stood by himself, not talk to anybody,
Mm-hmm.
but he was able to raise up his hand. So I asked him, Michael, will you be able to identify? He just stood up and raised up his hand. Okay, then you have to come forward and identify what you want to identify. He just stood in front of the board and pointed his finger on one of the objects. At least I was.
And he was correct.
He was correct.
How was the feeling like?
I was very happy. I was very, very happy that even Michael has been able to identify
Who
doesn't want to talk to anybody.
cry?
No. He always wants to be by himself, hitting himself and shouting.
Oh, okay.
But that day he was quiet.
Is he hyperactive?
Sometimes, yes.
And then does he hurt himself?
But sometimes he hates himself. He hates himself sometimes. And sometimes he will sit down quiet, will not talk to anybody.
No, anyone, nothing.
Nothing.
And will be playing with objects, right? Or sometimes just
he'll
love to be
standing
quiet.
there and looking at people.
Yes.
Sampson,
Do you have something to share with us on something like touching or an achievement? As you have done your internship, we know how difficult or how complex teaching individuals with disabilities can be, but I'm very sure you have something as an achievement.
yeah,
share with us.
of course. Like, I have, like, I think that was even last 2 weeks.
Okay.
Yeah, last 2 weeks. I was teaching a subject that was tools and materials for coloring.
Okay.
Yeah. There's one guy who is, gifted and talented.
Mm-hmm.
So the moment I introduced the topic and wrote on the board tools and materials for coloring, the guy just stood up and come close to me. He said, I know the tools. And I said, which tools do you know? Let me. Yeah, the guy said, let me whisper to your ear.
Okay.
Like, he gave me everything.
Everything that you prepared.
Everything.
Everything that you have prepared.
I've prepared.
It was like he prepared with you, crap.
I don't even know. Then I said, wow. So how did you manage to get? Then he said, the way you teach, I am interested in it. So when I get home, I also do a follow up.
What condition does this student have?
Okay, for him, I don't see any like condition. Why the reason is he will be just there being quiet. He will never talk, but he's gifted and talented. He knows.
Oh, okay. Something like quite related to autism.
Yeah.
But not specific.
Yes.
Right?
So that day I did not even teach. I handed the chalk to him.
And he did everything.
He did everything.
How long was that lesson?
Because I planned for 30 minutes.
Yeah.
The guy stood there and it's almost like 25 minutes.
He alone.
And he catch the attention of every student.
Wow. And you didn't prepare the lesson with the person.
I did not even prepare the lesson with the guy. His name is Sampson.
Wow.
I was surprised.
Listeners, do you believe what is actually going on? You might be surprised, but hey, individual with disabilities, you can come across these many at times. Sometimes there are bad days, and when their good days come, you will also be surprised. Thank you on sharing that touching stories with us. So the phone lines will be activated. You might be very interesting. Any comment, any question that you would like us to know or address it, the phone line is 0503-923158. 0503-923158. You can send your WhatsApp and text messages on the same number, and then call in also on the same number. You can also send your comments, messages, and then questions on the Facebook page, Radio Windy Vale 98.3 FM, and then to be read over here, and then you'll get the comments and everything. So let's keep up with what you are doing. And then this is disability focus. We are interacting with some two interns, one from the Father John Special Units, and then another intern from the Don Bosco Girls Primary School, who are sharing their experiences and successes, challenges on what they are going through now as they are doing their internship at these various special units. So if you are a person of interest, you are a student, and especially a level 300 student from the special education department, I think this goes to you. So note this, write them down, and get ready to face them. One critical thing that I've noticed or I've learned from this show so far is that you need to be innovative and creative. If not, teaching individuals with disabilities can be so discouraging and very tedious. Now, we move on. We are not done yet. It's getting interesting. It's getting very educative. But hey, we are not done yet. We still have more time to go. So, let's continue to tune in, and then we get the conversation moving on. Your comments and your messages should start coming up. We are ready to discuss them and then get them on the show for you. And the phone line once again is 0503 923158. 0503 923158. Call in and share your ideas. Alright. So Beatrice, what is your plan now? For now, with the experiences that you've had, how does that motivated you as a special, let me say,
A special student.
to be a special educator, to be a special educator? How does these experiences have been a source of motivation to you?
Okay. To me, I wanted to leave the field after school.
Whoa.
But being, I've realized that it's good to be in.
You
Yeah.
wanted to leave the field, but initially, take this easy. Take it easy. what was the trigger? What was your understanding then that you wanted to leave the field, and then what is the difference now? The reason why I'm asking this is I know a lot of students with special who are into the special education have limited learning, and some of them sometimes they get discouraged. Hey, and then what am I learning? Some people they didn't actually choose this program. The university chose it to them. So some of them are not clear. That's why if you couldn't do it and people like they are doing special education, I know this is a reality. I've seen people gone through this before. They get like highly discouraged in the process, level 200 and the level 300. So how was the fall then, and then what is the fall now?
Okay. When I was in class,
Okay, on campus.
yes,
Mm-hmm.
and I was reading all the theories about it because I haven't done any practical aspect of it.
Okay.
I thought it's not advisable for me to be in that field because I see it to be as a student of special education. After that, what will I do? What will I be doing?
Mm-hmm.
But when I got to the field, I realized that when you get yourself involved, you know that there is something good and important in that field.
So which means that the internship has really helped
Yes,
you
it
to
has really
to
aroused
feel
me.
the arouse you, wake you up that this is the work that you need to do and
Yes,
this is how you need to do it.
yes.
Let me come to James. Hello, James.
Yeah, Sampson.
Before going to the internship, has special education teacher be something like a professional job that you would love to do?
Oh, like I, for instance, I think it will be a professional job that I think I can use, because if you are in and you are creative
Mm-hmm.
and you have something like innovative, yeah,
You
Why
enjoy
not?
it.
if you are willing, you need to be creative.
Okay.
So I mean, since day one, it's already in mind that it will be my profession. So I, for instance, I've never feel regret. So being in the internship has given me a lot of opportunities and things. So I think it's okay.
We have other individuals listening now who are into special education. I need you to have a word of advice to these individuals who might be confused right now on the importance and the realities of doing special education. What piece of advice do you have to these individuals, James?
Oh, Samson, okay, nice question. Like a piece of advice that give to that individual is he or she never feel regretted of being in special education, because you being in special education, like you get to know individual differences.
Okay.
No matter where you find yourself, like you fit in the society,
Exactly.
because you already have the tips of treating persons with intellectual disabilities. It cut across, and it's like you get to know a lot of differences. You meet a lot of differences. So even if you fit into any society that you find someone with disability or something like that, you, for instance, you have control over that person.
Even if it's not an individual with
Yeah.
disabilities, there are
Differences in even regular people that we would think.
Exactly. And
A
then
lot of people.
this special education,
Yeah.
what will then give us a lot of tips on how to deal with these individuals.
Yes.
Thank you for that.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Welcome.
Hello, Beatrice.
Hello.
Yeah, a piece of advice to your dear colleagues who are here to do their internship
Okay.
and are coming up.
Like what my brother said,
Yeah.
they shouldn't regret.
Okay.
They should go on with their dreams and focus on what they are doing.
Okay.
It will help them to improve upon it. Because when you are in the field and even reading theories,
Mm-hmm.
you know that indeed these people, when you get involved with them, you learn a lot of things from them, and you will not discriminate them anymore, because their thinking is beyond what we taught them.
So most of them say, oh, just before they are done or they are something like that. Very derogative way of referring them.
Yes.
What has your experience been like?
Okay. A typical scenario,
Okay.
like today,
Mm-hmm.
I asked one of the students to sweep.
To sweep.
Yes.
Okay.
So I was guiding him to sleep. There were two observations
Mm-hmm.
who were sitting there
Okay.
and another student. So I sat the student from there to let them to know that the guy is about to sleep, so they should leave there.
Okay.
They didn't. So I saw him picking out the rubbish and I asked him why. And he told me that when you sweep, the dust will go into the
Visitors.
visitors.
Yeah.
Before then, they realized that they have to get up from there for him to come and sweep. So I stood and looked at them. Like, you think these people, they can't do anything.
So they thought like they won't understand, like they will just sweep on them. So
Yes.
that it will confirm that these people
Oh,
they can't do anything.
Uh-huh.
But to their surprise, it
Their
was
thinking is different from us.
And-
They know the good and the bad.
and then even, don't go to those living with disabilities. Those called normal and code normal. This is etiquette, right?
Yes.
It's not about what do you call it? Intelligence.
No.
This is etiquette.
Yes.
It's so surprising. So, listeners, if you just tune in, I hope you've learned a lot and you've enjoyed this show. This is Radio Winnie Baby. The phone line is still active. So your comments, your questions, you can call in on this phone line 0503 923158 0503 923158. You can also send your WhatsApp messages and your text messages also on the place. On the Facebook page, you can just search Radio with Bay 98.3 FM and then all the comments will be read over here. James, do you have something for us?
Yeah, I have a lot because they have something in them.
Okay.
They are not just a mere people. They can do something. Because the guy that I was first laying emphasis like on him, that's Sampson. That guy is Sampson.
Okay.
Yeah, that guy is very innovative.
Okay.
Yeah, he's very, very, very innovative.
So someone just said the Samson guy, the gifted guy who took over the lesson must be really creative and intelligent. Wow.
Yeah, that's the same person that
Yeah.
I'm laying emphasis on.
Exactly.
Because one day I was about to teach a lesson.
Mm-hmm.
So I was just preparing their mind through rhymes. The guy was there, drawing. I don't actually know what he is doing.
Okay.
So the time I finished the rhyme, he just stood up and called me, say, come.
Mm-hmm.
I just get close to him and surprisingly the guy has, draw me.
Whoa.
Oh,
Draw you.
he has drawn me.
The whole you. Very
So,
nice.
like I was very, very surprised.
You were surprised.
Yeah.
Just by look, he didn't sit down.
No,
at
no, no,
all.
no, 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 no. I was there. Introducing rhymes.
Wow.
The guy was just watching me. Then he was drawing me.
So this means that they have
They
a
have-
lot
yes.
more than we even see them to.
Yes, you have something in there.
And then we have a message from Jones from the arts department, art education department, who says that he is really enjoying the program. Thank you, Jones.
Right.
Continue to listen and enjoy and keep on pushing your comments and your questions in. So which means that we really have these individuals.
Yes.
We limit their abilities, but we shouldn't.
Yeah.
Because as you are seeing, ability to draw is not
It's not easy. It's not an easy task.
Not
not easy
everyone
task, yeah.
can do.
Yeah.
But we have a lot of people doing that.
Yeah.
Thank you on that. So our time is up, but I will need your last voice. But before that, we have this message saying that, good evening, Mr. Sampson. This is amazing. It takes a creative person or teacher to teach people with disability. Yes, this is really true. It really takes a very creative teacher. So special education teachers, you are super creative teachers. You are, because it's not easy.
It's not easy.
Apart from teaching a normal student to be creative, you need to be creative. But
yes.
teaching a person with disability is obvious. You
Very,
need
very.
to be more than creative than a normal teacher.
Yeah,
in
regular
quotes.
teacher. No, they can't fit it.
They can't do it.
No,
Because even regular teachers are unable to cope with
Yeah.
individuals with
But,
disabilities.
yeah.
Even though
Can't
they still have the creative ability. So thumbs up to all special education.
Yeah,
And
that
then-
idea. They will
and
fit
then-
everywhere. They will
And
fit
then
with the regular
we love your creative levels that you've shared with us. We are truly
Yeah.
we are so happy that the university is producing a lot of students who are yet to go on the job market and have these creative abilities right now, because this is just your first appearance into the teaching field with
Yes,
the
yes.
practicalities. So coming out with this, that means that going to the job is going to like super cool, super cool creative abilities. But your last words, please,
Oh, okay.
in less than 1 minute.
No problem.
So your last words. So what do you say to us, interns, your colleagues, your other students who might be listening, everyone who is listening to the show? What would you say to them as an intern who is teaching individuals with disabilities?
Well, I would just say my learner colleagues who are now on their internship teaching children with persons with intellectual disabilities, they shouldn't feel regret. They should focus on their, teaching, and I think at the end it will be a successful way. Yeah, I think.
Thank you, James. Hello, Beatrice. Your last word.
Okay. To me, I said they should be very creative.
Very.
Creative.
Thank you. This is your time. Permit us to end the show today. I'm very sure that people are enjoying, but this is time bound. We need to close it now, and not now. But hey, next week is coming, so just stay tight. We also have an amazing panelists who are coming. Not to get them, not to disclose them yet, but trust me, you will enjoy the show next week. So keep yourself tight and then get on. So on today's show, we've really talked to two interns who are still doing their internship, and they've really shared their realities on teaching persons with disabilities. So one thing that we actually learn from this discussion is that as a special education teacher, be creative and never give up, or don't regret what you are doing. Never don't regret. So to wrap up on today's episode, there is a big difference between theories learned in the classroom and practicing the same theories at the classroom, and we made that very obvious during the discussion. Therefore, it is our responsibilities as students and incoming teachers to be creative and innovative enough to convert these theories that we learn into real life solutions for societal problems. So remember, life matters. We are not in the normal times, and COVID-19 is still real, so stay safe and stay alive. A big thank you to the Executive Director of the GMPC Scholarship, Dr. Dominic Dia, who also listened to the show through online sources. Thank you to all cherished listeners of this show from the Chief Patron of the Department of Special Education and Dr. Daniel Sukondogwe, the CC executive who are supporting this program. The radio will be, and then we have my technical director for today. Call me what? Call me Hans. If not, I'll get trouble today. Hello, call me Hans. I am sure I mentioned your name today. Thank you, all of you, for making this program a successful tonight. And meet us next time on the same time next week, Thursday. Sasa
For humanity.
for humanity.
Semi-ethical, semi-ethical.